football. Sometimes it can really hurt.
Yeah, it's true. Obviously, we are all disappointed, and it's hurting a lot because it's not for the first time. Then we conceded a goal like last minute. It's happened like Southampton, Everton, and other game. But even today, we were winning 88 minutes, and then at the end we lose the game. So it's very hurting us, and now we are not in a great mood.
When we went 1-0 down, obviously we could have felt bad, but in the second half we played really strongly for 40 minutes.
That's even the shame for us that we were so happy for how we played second half time. We created a couple of chances. Then we did draw. Then I could score like nearly winning goal, like 85 minutes. We all celebrated and we were happy how we played. I think we were on it. How we want to play, what we want to show our fans, how we want to present. But it's obviously we cannot just switch off. We won the game already. We have to be focused all 100 minutes, even if it's in with extra time. So I think we are disappointed in the second half time only for last 7 minutes. It just shouldn't happen.
Obviously, it's been, as you say, it's been a few games now where they've scored late. I mean, obviously we heard from Fuller last week. He talked about the mentality. I mean, you've been here a long time, and we've scored a lot of late goals ourselves. So. Is it just coincidence it keeps happening? Is it quality from the other team? Is it a combination of lots of things?
Yeah, someone said bad luck, someone said coincidence, someone said other things, but I think it's all together. I would say if we are more focused, if we are focused at first 40 minutes in the second half time, it would not happen. So it's about mentality. We need to be stronger, and in the past we were the team who always scored the last minute goal, and we got the points. We were very high in the table because of that. It's Premier League, and I think in Premier League from 10 games it's 7 winning goals in the extra time. So we have to be focused for that and prepared, and we need to beat that team who has more power at the end, and today wasn't that case. So we just have to learn from that, and I think now for us the biggest challenge in the next game, because it's our biggest rival. So I think that there we can show how we care about our club.
There's obviously a lot of emotion, especially when things go badly. You understand people are disappointed, frustrated, and you have a lot of emotion with the team as well. But with a big game like that next week, it's important that we try to go into that game and approach it all together and be positive. I know it's words, but what's your message to the fans?
Yeah, I think it's hard to take this season. We want to do much better in every aspect, but now I would like us as a team and us as a fans all together be ready for that game, because even in this season, in difficult moments, we can make one nice game and what we can be all happy from, and show that we are united all together. So I think that we all week will be thinking about it, and obviously I believe that the fans will help us at home, and I promise that I will do and believe that the whole team do everything for that game and to beat Tottenham, because that's our massive aim.
At times like this, I suppose, words, fans, they want to see wins and what have you, and whatever you say, some of them won't be satisfied, but for 85 minutes, certainly, of that game, we deserve to be in front.
Yeah, but unfortunately the game's not 85 minutes. Yeah. The game is 95 minutes or 100 minutes, and so, I can talk about the positives, but I can assure you I don't feel anything positive at the moment, because the feeling is incredibly tough. The players can feel it as well, devastated in the dressing room. They're finding it hard to understand, because they did a lot well, but we're in the middle of a bad season where lots of stuff has gone wrong and lots of things have gone against us, and haven't been quite good enough. And sometimes when you're in those moments, everything that can go wrong does go wrong. So it's a cruel one for us.
Obviously, I presume the equaliser's disappointing, but the winner, could go anywhere, and it ends up in the top corner. A bit like the first one, it could go anywhere, and it's, as you say, when you're having a season that's tough, circumstances seem to go against you.
Well, the 2 goals from 30 plus metres. doesn't happen very often. We have to look at ourselves. We switched off at the last corner and they're able to take a corner, and then if you've got a player of Belieber's quality from that distance and you leave yourself vulnerable to it. So there's always things we can do better.
From your point of view, you're obviously working behind the scenes. You don't want to sort of tell us everything that you're thinking, but obviously it's something that's happened more than once. It must be frustrating you as a coach, because we know you're sending the team out prepared for the games, and then it's getting to the end and we're doing, as you say, a lot of good things right for 85 minutes, but not perhaps for those last 5.
Yeah, and that's football. That's the beauty of football. It's the pain of football. We're certainly feeling the pain at the moment. In the end, we all have to do better. Myself, the players, we have to try to fight the way to get the points. There's no lack of effort from the lads. There isn't. Whether they're able to sustain it for the 95 plus minutes, whatever it is, that's another question. But we have to acknowledge we're hurting, and we want to win. We want to do better than we are.
It's not also that there's a lack of fighting spirit, because we're 1-0 down at half time and we got ourselves back in front. So it's not like, there's a cliche that players aren't playing and the end of the season, what have you. That wasn't the case, because we got ourselves from 1-0 down back in front away from home against a Brighton team who were, they're not a bad team themselves. So from that point of view, while you say you're not feeling many positives, it's not like, as you say, it's not like they're not working hard.
No, there's a difference between feeling positive and acknowledging the positives. Yes. I absolutely acknowledge the positives, because the performance was, in large parts, really good. But it's hard for me to stand here and take comfort from that at the moment, because it's painful. It really is. And
lastly, you're not a man who betrays too much emotion. You are thoughtful. When we hear you speak in press conference, speak to us, you're not someone who sort of rants and raves. But I'm sure. But obviously there will be a lot of frustration amongst the fan base and amongst everybody. And you feel that too. It's not like you're going to go home and forget about it. This will hurt you, until you get back onto the training pitch and start looking ahead to the next game.
Well, I mean, listen, it's not for me to say who hurts more.
Yeah, of course.
But I can assure you, there's not many human beings that will be feeling more pain than me at the moment about a football match. So I understand the supporters' frustration. I understand that, absolutely. And it's tough for us all.